Deliberations for the El Chapo trial have entered day 4 after the jury requested testimony transcripts along with other evidence. They're tasked with going through upwards of 200 hours of testimony for 56 witnesses, before coming up with a final verdict for the drug kingpin alleged. He's facing the possibility of life in prison. So CBS News legal analyst Rikki Klieman is joining us now. Rikki, you have been with us throughout this whole thing. Now it looks like we're coming close to the bitter end. They asked before they wrap things up for transcripts. What were they asking about?
Well, ordinarily, we can ask for readbacks. Jurors can ask for readbacks of testimony. But usually what that is a few lines, maybe a page or two about a particular incident. It is rare indeed to ask for the entire testimony of a witness. Now, this is the second day that they have asked for testimony of different witnesses. I think this one is really intriguing. They're looking for, remember, it's El Chapo and his partner, El Mayo. But one of the people who testified was El Mayo's son, the prince of the cartel,
right,
the person who was supposed to, in essence, inherit the cartel, who wanted to get out and became a government witness. They want his testimony. Another witness they want is the brother of El Mayo, and he was the one at the very beginning of the trial who really was the person who set up, this is how the cartel works. And in addition to that, there was a trafficker who's known as El Rey. So what in particular they are looking for, they have given us no hint. So this is a lot of testimony. So they're not going to read it back because it would take 5, 6, 7 days. They've given them transcripts that first have to be redacted because there's lots of sidebar conferences. So this has been one of the most labor-intensive jury deliberations I have ever seen, either in covering trials or in practicing law. I've never seen something quite like this.
Well, they've only just started deliberating. I mean, what's the likelihood that they will wrap? Well, they're not going to wrap up by tomorrow, so.
Well, one of the things I saw in a tweet, so we can only give it as much credibility as a tweet of someone watching it, which may be credible or not, was that there were jurors who were asking for Friday off from deliberations. Now, whether this is true or false, I don't know, but the jurors have not worked on Fridays usually.
No, yeah.
So if that's the case, you will not see me this afternoon with a verdict. If that tweet is wrong, perhaps they'll come to a verdict today. Another thing, Anne-Marie, before I leave you, one of the things I found most interesting was this whole question that they wanted to know if there was a killing, but it was personal. If it was personal, was it a drug trafficking killing? I thought that was one of the most astute questions I've ever heard a jury ask.
Well, it lets you know that they are taking it very seriously. They're reading all the components of each count to make sure that if they decide guilty or not guilty, that it's going to be sort of complying with the law, the letter of the law.
No doubt about it. I think that this is one of the hardest working juries that we have ever witnessed. And that's saying a lot.
Yeah, well, they've been at it since, what, November?
Well, they have been at it, and so have we, since November.
So true. Rikki Klieman, thank you so much.